April 2026, and we are back again looking for opportunities to invest our money in the stock market. Thank you very much for joining me from wherever you are across the world. It's a privilege to continue to convene this global live stream. I'm really excited to be back here again because just yesterday was my birthday and I got a whole loads of blessings, prayers, warm wishes, and wonderful love from all of you. I'm really excited. I have not recovered from that show of love and support across all platforms. Thank you so very much. You guys are simply amazing. I didn't remember to talk about the fact that Tuesday was my birthday when we met on Monday, because we were seriously preoccupied with all of those tension that UBA created. And so it was long after the live stream on Monday, I now realize my birthday is on Tuesday and I didn't inform. But guess what? The support was massive. Thank you so much. I feel really blessed being with you. Ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you are connecting from, this is the Net Worth Investors Club. We are streaming from across 5 platforms today, and I hope that you get connected and enjoy the ride today. Thank you very much once again for all you do, being a part of this session, because there couldn't have been a Net Worth Investors Club without you. So together we are building a legacy of investing and wealth creation that we will be proud of much later on in our lifetime. Thank you very much. I am your wealth creation enthusiast with a passion for helping individuals and corporate organizations build their personal and corporate net worth via investing in the capital markets and the money markets. And so today, we proceed to continue our hunt for opportunities in the stock market. But before then, because we were not streaming live here yesterday, let's take a quick look at the activities as it panned out yesterday. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we proceed? And so we go on. Yesterday, the all-share index experienced a reasonable activity as it soared, recovering from profit takers activities from Boa Foods, Haradel, Dangote Cement, and others as they rallied. Local exchange closed trading activities for the day in positive territory as key market performance indicators, the all-share index and the market cap, appreciated by 2.3%. Offsetting the losses recorded in the previous session, the market's rebound was triggered by renewed positive sentiment, reflected in fresh buying interest in mid-cap and bellwether stocks as strategic positioning continued. Industrial goods and oil and gas sectors posted gains of 4.86% and 4.66% respectively, contributing the most to the performance as WAPCO, Aradel, Boa Cement, Dangote Cement, and others recorded significant price appreciation. Specifically, the market index added 5,137.90 basis points in yesterday's trading session, reflecting a 2.3% increase to close at 228,740.19 points. With a positive sentiment, the NGX market cap rose 3.3 billion to close 3.3 trillion to close at 147.28 trillion naira. Stockbrokers reported that the total volume of all trades and the total value traded increased by 33.88% and 54.61% respectively. In the market update, we were informed that approximately 907.96 million shares valued at 68 billion naira were transacted across 72,886 deals. Access Corporation accounted for 25.48% total volume traded in the local exchange, followed by Fidelity, Wema, Linkage Assurance, and Zenith Bank. Nestle accounted for 21.69% of the total value of all stocks traded in the local exchange, making it the most traded on the stock exchange. FTN, Cocoa, IMG, and WAPCO led the gainers chart, up 10% each, followed by Austin Lars, Aradel, Presco, Tip, Boa Foods, and 31 others. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in a hurry to take your comments. We have a whole lot to deal with, and we're here to deal with each one of them live and direct. Thank you very much. I go on to your comments, but before then, please be informed we have our admins who are moderators who will be helping to respond to some of the questions on the comments. The likes of Maobi, Dr. B. Rich, Rehoboth, Siwe, Mr. Luke, Oremos, and so on and so forth. Mr. Anthony as well. All right. So keep your comments coming in as usual. Let's see how many of those we can deal with. But please be informed, the stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme, even though sometimes it rewards us handsomely and quicker than we ever expect. And then, of course, be informed also that all the views and opinions expressed in this live stream are entirely personal. They are mine and not to be construed as investment advice. Just do your due diligence. Okay, so let's proceed now. On to YouTube. Tony and Tony, Kid, Ade Raye, Usman, Lewa Mobile, Nsoedo Ndubisi, Abdurrahman Ahmad, Chuks Okwesa. Thank you very much for joining on YouTube. Good afternoon to you all, and thank you for all your prayers and wishes. Kende Akinawo, appreciate you. Thank you very much. Oh, Kende says yesterday was his 1-year wedding anniversary. Wonderful. What a coincidence. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Enoch Kilanko, thank you very much. Now he asks a question. Good, a wonderful coach and mentor. Between Aradel and MTN, which one is a good buy now? Thanks. Well, both of them are fantastic buys. I'd like us to know that we are building for the future, and we should stop being social media investors. That's something I noticed in the course of the last few days, especially with UBA's attitude towards their shareholders with regards to the zero dividend payout. Most of the problem is not about whether they pay dividend or not. It is in the manner of communicating it. And even if everyone is unhappy with them not paying dividends, you have to separate emotions from reality, because in investing, there is no place for emotion. The market has no emotions. Okay? I saw that so many people are reactionary. You have a plan and a strategy. You want to achieve social milestone in 10 years. And then you see a stock, one little shake, one little error, one little step back, one little drawback, and then you overreact. You do not have the temperament of a long-term investor, and it can cost you a lot. We are not saying don't sell your UBA, don't sell your this and that. Just stay calm, make your decisions, stick to it, because everyone is the CEO of their portfolio. But when you just keep jumping up and down and making all kinds of noises without really reflecting what it is that is behind all of this crisis or problems, then you will just continue to jump because you are almost attracted to, oh, the next moving thing, the next moving thing. The next moving thing has not done you a very bad thing. And some of us are in an era where the market is repricing and a lot of stocks are just, they keep climbing. This is not the way stocks fly. If you are not careful, you will have zero strategy, and you'll be selling stocks that you bought at very good prices and jumping into other things and keep jumping around. So the discipline to build may be lacking if you are not careful. It's not everything you react to and throw away your investments, because you are here to accumulate and you are not doing that. When a little delay here and there, you start jumping around. Not all stocks will jump the same day. Each stock has its own day. I've been here shouting Vitafoam, Vitafoam, Vitafoam. I've been here shouting Better Glass, Better Glass, Better Glass. People will not move until it starts moving. If you are that kind of investor, you are in for a shocker very soon, because when the market, if we ever experience a bear market, you cannot cope. You just can't cope. So we are teaching you these things so you develop the capacity ahead of time before anything happens. The market has been bullish for all I care, up and down, things have been going on. Stay calm and follow your strategy. That's all. Stop being blown left, right, and center because people say this and that on Twitter or any other social media handle. Please learn. And emotional intelligence is key. Otherwise, you miss it. We have been long in this because we feel the pain you feel, but our reactions are different. That's how you develop capacity to even outsmart those who think they want to outsmart you, because sometimes management and owners of companies may want to outsmart you and try to shake off weak hands, and then you just follow and fall out. Well, I'll stay on there. Please, I want to buy cement stock, but I don't know which to go for between Dangote, Bua, and Lafarge. Which one would you recommend? All cement stocks are flying now. What if they pull back immediately? Because that's one thing you need to bear in mind. Up till now, for me, the way they are going, the safest would have been WAPCO, but even WAPCO is now over 300 naira. And I was shouting here, WAPCO, WAPCO, WAPCO. I announced in December when I bought WAPCO 100 and something naira per share. I announced it here. And I kept announcing WAPCO even when it climbed to 200. So most of the metrics have also changed. My initial position on BUA changed when I saw the result. BUA published a result that dropped their PE ratio from 31 to 16. Even though the price is going up now, the PE ratio will also rise. All the others' PE ratios have also risen. But you know what? We're waiting also for their first quarter results. Let them release and let's see which is safest. For now, you can't go wrong investing in industrial goods. The industrial goods sector, we are focused long enough. I've been mentioning Vitafoam, that's an industrial goods stock. I've been mentioning Beta Glass, that's an industrial goods stock. Then, of course, the cement giants, the three of them, Bua Cement, WAPCO, Dangote Cement, industrial goods. That sector is ready for something else. So, get set. Go for Zika, go for WAPCO at the moment. WAPCO has been paying better dividends than Bua. So, if we're looking at both of them now, since the prices are almost about the same, the dividend history will now become the deciding factor. And WAPCO pays out much more and has capacity to grow. BUA also does. Now, BUA could decide also to change that dividend narrative and even pay much more or compete favorably with WAPCO in terms of dividend payout. We just don't know. So we say the little we know to the extent we are aware, and then we wait for the market to decide. You know what? No one, that's why I keep saying it here. I won't come here and deceive you into thinking I can predict the market. I can only ascertain a few things that could happen. And exactly what I said about UBA is happening now. After all the rage and all the full offers, I said it that from Wednesday, it will be a good time to start picking up because I expect that bids will start building up. And when bids begin to build up, you know that all of those things are bygones. That's what we are seeing now. The bids are more than the offers for UBA as we speak. Just 2 days of full offer. The whole thing is over. And these are real bids, in case anybody is trying to doubt this. Real bids. I'm talking about already, before I came on live, is it about 3 billion naira has been spent on UBA alone? Where was those money? When it was mounted here, 3 billion naira. I want to check now to really confirm. We deal with long years of experience in this market. If you are not careful, now it's not a problem to sell and take profit as well. Please, I'd like you to understand this. Nobody's against anybody here. Enjoy your profit. Why not? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, UBA Yes, 3.7 billion naira worth of UBA has been traded. It's now down to 44. At least you can see 93 million bids from 0 bids yesterday, now 93 million bids to 23 million offers. It's not over yet. Really, it's not over yet. But we have touched the bottom, at least for now, from what we see. It's not as bad as it was 2 days ago and 1 day ago. Real money is lined up to buy UBA. 3.7 billion naira has been spent. This could be some of those big guns collecting from those who are running away. So the point is, it's not about selling, not selling your UBA. You can sell. There are people that need to be protected. People who invested for long term and put a whole lot of money, but are thinking, should I jump out or should I stay? They invested for long term, stay there. You know why? You put in a lot of money and you have paid a lot of commission in the process. So the commission you paid to buy is money that you have lost. The commission you will pay to sell is a lot of money you will lose. The loss position you are hurriedly selling, another lump of money you are losing. You are completely losing a whole lot. I am saying for those who bought substantial quantity for long term. So if you are buying for long term, you shouldn't be worried too much about price fluctuations. That's the point I'm making. Okay? And I shared with us, I have UBA substantial quantity. I'm 600+% up in profit, and I still refuse to sell. So that's me being the CEO of my portfolio. You are the CEO of your portfolio. If you consider all these factors that you are paying to buy, you've paid to buy, you are paying to sell, and if you are selling at a loss, then you are losing a lot of money. And every loss is on paper until you sell. Because they've drummed it into the ears of people that UBA will crash to 30 naira. And I'm here saying, give it 3 days. By Wednesday, you will see beats. And that's exactly what's happened. So if you now make someone who would have stayed through this to sell heavily at a loss, plus the commissions buy and sell, because the person is afraid that it will drop to 30, you have not done well. Where is the leadership? If you ask me, I quickly made a broadcast in the group and told you details of what I think after assessing the situation very well. And most of you saw that. So let's calm down and not do as though we don't have direction. If you go on social media, you can be deceived into a lot of things. Please, this is money we are talking here. Stay calm and follow your strategy peacefully, okay? Best price to bid for UBA, Massinet is asking 44 naira. Currently, I'm seeing UBA at 44 after doing 45. Let's see. Okay, the highest bidder is at 44.80. So you want to just put your bid at 44.80 and wait behind. Oh my God, there are a lot. Wait behind. Okay, 141,000 bidders. Bids 44.80. Okay. So at that point, you can bid 44.80 and you could get. But the last person who bought UBA bought at 44 and the person paid bought 252,000 shares. All right. What about Wema, sir? Wema is coming. Okay, let's see how much Wema is. I think that will be all for anything I have to say about UBA for now, unless I get any specific questions. So that's my position. Wema has dropped from 35 naira per share to 34 naira 10 kobo as we speak. 1.7 billion naira worth of Wema has also been traded. I'm saying this must be profit takers deciding for themselves that, look, I never dreamt Wema could get this high, so let me take some profit. Coach, RDL at 1988. 1,988. I've seen RDL sell at 2,000 already earlier. Let's see how much it is now. 1,998 it is at the moment. Okay, so I'm not surprised. For RDL, I'm not surprised. Even if the offers are more than the bids today. This was an Aradel that went full bid yesterday. Aradel went full bid yesterday, sold for 2,000, and now it's we have nearly double the number of bids on offer. Okay, 811,000 Aradel offered versus 437,000 bids for Aradel. So the market has a mind of its own. But if you stick to your plan and stay patient, very important, then I don't see you losing money in this market. Coach, thoughts on Jais Bank, thinking of exiting. If you are in profit, you feel like you are tired, you can exit. The plan for Jais Bank is 1 million share challenge. And this is what I'm saying. Unless your strategy is different anyways, if your strategy is buy here, make money, move, go here, make money, I want us to understand that there are two different sets of investors in the market. You have to find who you are and do your thing. I might be talking based on who I am or based on who the second category of investors. But there are two kinds of investors. Traders who buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. Maybe because it's borrowed funds they are using. Okay? And of course, the market is there for everybody. Work out your strategy, execute, and make money for yourself. Or long-term investors, those who buy and hold. I've seen people discuss of how they hurriedly sold their NACO and regret never knowing it could cross 200. It's happened over and over, but I'm coming with experience to let you know this is how to play the game, especially if you are a long-term investor. And then I've also explained to us that you can be buying and holding, and a fraction of your portfolio is for buying and selling. You can be anything in the market, but don't confuse your long-term stocks in your portfolio that should stay there and build you real wealth with the short-term plays. You understand? I have never recommended UBA, for instance, as a short-term play. Just like I will never recommend Zenith and GTCO for short-term. What are you short-terming? Okay, you bought GTCO, you bought Zenith 68 naira, and then you sold it at 100 naira. Now it's 130 something. Will you go and buy it again and hope that it will fly to 50 or 200? The market does not work like that. We are in an era where prices are booming, yes, but it looks like most people have not tasted the beer market before. Every little price adjustment, people are scared, they are panicking. If you see real beer, week upon week, it's all red. And it's red, 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 every day down. How will you cope? You will run mad. Please develop yourselves. You are in for the long term, okay? Can I top up RDL at the current price? JOI. Top up what you need to top up. Unless you are a trader. It is the reason why there's something called technical analysis. If you are a trader where you want to buy and sell, then you need technical analysis because you can lose money very fast if you are not careful. You analyze to be sure that your investment, your timing is right. This is what we get when we make our move very fast. The beta glass that is always on offer is now on full bid. Price has not changed yet. There will not be a change. From the 498 naira 50 kobo it opened, based on what we have now, it will not change because they've only traded 96,000 shares of beta glass. Only 96,000 shares have been traded. And as it stands now, that's not enough to effect a block transaction, 100,000 shares, for the price to change. But people are buying it at 528. This same beta glass that was lying down there. You see that point now? MTN has been lying around 819 for a while. MTN will soon make its own move. And it is not when it touches 900, you now start wondering, should you buy MTN? Calm down and stop chasing what is flying. If you learn this trick, that's all. Price has changed, though. Bitter glass has gone up. Bitter glass price has changed. How did it change? Market has not closed. Go and buy 100,000 bitter glass. Then the price will change. I'm not talking about intraday price. And this is important for us to understand. Price can change during trading. Between the opening of the market and closing, that period when trading occurs is called intraday. But if they don't buy 100,000 shares block at that price that you want to change to happen, it will still close at 498. And currently, total volume is 96,000 unless my data is delayed here. Maybe I should sign out and sign back in. Quantity is not, and it's not that they trade total 100 quantity. We're talking about block trade. One person transact 100,000, pay that 528 naira. Then the price will surely close at 528 and not 498. If you understand this, these are the little things. You won't see it on social media because they don't know. So let me check to see. I've signed out and signed back in. I'm going back there to see what it is with bitter glass, for example. Aha, they've traded about 362,000 bitter glass has been traded as we speak. 548. So amongst this, why is it changing again to 96,000? Something is not right. Okay, I will sign into another stockbroking firm's platform and see. Okay, so while we're at that, I should be taking your comments now. Loads of comments on Instagram. Quote, please talk about Charms. Charms is a penny stock. I've differentiated these things for us before. When the pennies are running, the blue chips, the big guns are quiet. Understand this thing and play the game accordingly. January 2026 this year, when we came to January, it was the pennies that were running. Jai's Bank ran from 4 naira to 15 naira or 5 naira to 15 naira. Excuse me. RT Briscoe ran from 4 naira to 17 naira. Tantalizers ran from 3 naira to 6 naira. All of the pennies were running at that time. The big guns were quiet and looked dull. And I announced to us, watch out as we step into February, when results start popping out, the big guns will start moving. Position properly. Now, this moment, the big guns are still running. The small ones can't try it. So what you will see is the small ones still losing while the big guns continue to run. Some people will be tempted to offload the small ones and go for the big guns. There will come a time the small ones will start picking up. Charms is a long-term 1 million challenge stock. Whatever it behaves now, it doesn't really count. Stay there if that is your plan. Don't go and offload your Charms, because from the beginning we told ourselves we are giving these stocks 3 to 5 years for all the 1 million challenge. So look away from those things and focus on where the money is going. Fresh funds are coming. Put your money in these big guns as we are mentioning them. As long as your portfolio is growing, relax. I also have the same Charms and so on that is not moving yet. So let's relax. Just like Tony Elubelu and his group, they all have this same UBA that did not pay dividend, that they also did not receive. They didn't go and start selling their stocks. Get the owner's mentality. You are buying ownership. You are not buying stock price. You are buying ownership. Own these stocks first. We've owned TIP from 2 naira per share, 2 naira, just a little over a year, not yet up to 1 year, 6 months, 2 naira per share. It's not even up to just about a year plus, 2 naira, this same TIP That tip climbed to 4, climbed to 5, climbed to 7, came back down to 4. I remember someone in Canada who thought he has overpaid for tip when he jumped to 7, because there's something that comes with this fear of missing out can push anybody. It doesn't respect your age or person. You fly into a stock and then it pulls back, because there are traders at every run that will offload. That's why I say don't chase a moving train. When you see a stock is good, it rises with speed, weight. When it dips, as traders sell off, you now take a long-term position. That's the way it works. Someone might have sold his tip 12 naira because they bought at 7 naira. See tip now. But there was a time when tip was just lingering at 15 for so long, looked abandoned. That's when to accumulate. You've identified it as a good stock. That's when to accumulate, when nobody is watching. There was a time it was lingering around 17 and 19. That's how to play this game. I'm pouring myself out to you now. Understand this game. It's more of psychology. Stop getting moved about by stock price movement. Find quality. Target quality. If at the time you find that quality, it's flying, hold on. You are about to lose a lot of money if you just jump in. Yes, I've identified you, I relax, I wait. When you pull back, that major pullback, when it looks like nobody's interested anymore, you dive in and then stay. That's the way it works. It's no longer difficult if we have found these metrics. If I tell you the details of what made me kept talking beta glass, I've spoken a whole lot about various stocks. And when I make my final and come to speak and keep talking and talking, that's when to buy it, not wait till it starts running. Let's make this money together. I could have been quiet. There are stocks I mentioned I've not bought. Up till now, I've not bought Vitafoam for myself. After I bought Vitafoam from 25 naira and it jumped to how much it jumped to before I sold last year, I've not bought the Vitafoam. But I've told you since it was at 90 something, in fact 70 something, then 90 something, then 108, 106. I kept saying buy Vitafoam. I thought that Vitafoam would just relax there and be waiting for me till fresh funds comes. Fresh funds did not come. But you know what? I've shared that information. Most of you have Vitafoam. You bought at 106, 107, 110. That Vitafoam is at 140 something now, within few months. So let's do this thing. For me, I'm playing the UBA game exactly the way they want it. The owners it's action for action. We go nowhere. Okay? If your strategy is different, no problem. So beta glass, most of you don't realize, beta glass ends 55 naira earnings per share. I'm not talking about 2026. I'm talking about 2025. 55 naira. 55 naira earnings per share 2025 means they could easily pay the 45 naira Dangote cement paid. But they are very calm first, because beyond earnings per share, I saw a lot of things that Beta Glass has done to even make more money, to improve their efficiency. And it's not like I've accumulated enough. Now it's on full bid. I will wait. I've said it before that stock is behaving, because it reminds me of how Presco and Aradel behaved. It is behaving exactly like those two stocks. When we bought Presco at 450, when we bought Aradel 400, 500, it will just be there, abandoned. And then who has seen the light? You just keep buying. Until when the time comes, you just hands off and let it fly. It knows how to do solo runs. That's the way it does. It doesn't move with the crowd. Beta Glass doesn't move with the crowd. But whatever the case, whichever good stock you hear about, do your due diligence, make up your mind. Then if it's flying, wait. Even Aradel has done that several times. You know the pattern. Some stocks behave in a certain way. Even TIP behaves like that. It will just fly, then come back, and then stay down and look abandoned. How many times? Over and over, over and over, over and over. But you know what? Check after a long period, the stock price is like this. But if you check on a daily, it can be like this. Understand the behaviors of this stock, so you take full advantage and not be moved by social media rantings and noises. Let me tell you, Bitter Glass decided, I've shared with us before, Bitter Glass decided that they were going to now source for their raw materials here. So they will not be spending foreign exchange to get sand and silica, two key raw materials. Bitter Glass refurbished their furnace, the one that they used to, you know, glass is made from sand. The furnace is now a refurbished world-class furnace. So they will be producing like never before at speed. And then for efficiency, they are also working on solar power, that is to generate their own power. You can't imagine how much cost they will be saving. On top of 55 naira last year. Now imagine all these reforms and everything that they have done now kicks in fully. I'm not even looking at 2026 full year. I'm looking at 2027 full year result, what Bitter Glass will be publishing for us. Coach, please, what price should I top up UBA? I bought at 53, and is this a good time to buy TIP? Well, TIP is rallying at the moment. I cannot assure you if it's a good time to now buy TIP. So let me see. For lack of action, my screen has frozen. I'll have to sign out again and then get back in. Coach, please, what do you think? I want to sell my FCMB and Cornhall to accumulate charms. Not bad. Not bad. If you are going to stay long term, because anybody who wants to buy charms again, I don't see charms going below where it is now. That means it is now to buy charms. But the problem is people will wait till charms goes back to 4 and then climbs above 4. Then they want to buy. If I can just change your mentality, the way I do it, you have won the game. You have won this game. Listen, it is now 4 p.m. the market closes. Enough time for a lot of things to happen, which is very good for the Nigerian market. Okay? Let's see. Charms is down 3 naira 19 kobo. Okay. Please don't buy charms now and then start worrying after 3 months. We are in charms for the long run. It needs a lot of patience. A whole lot has gone on with this stock, but we'll be here. Coach, Okomo oil won't be bad for quiet entry now. Sammy the boss. Actually, that Okomo oil, I wanted to announce it in the group. If you are looking for what to buy and you can't find Bitter Glass, you can buy Okomo oil, because Okomo oil is going to continue its sympathy play with Presco. I had that feeling because Presco started running yesterday again and climbed to over 2,000 naira one more time. It closed at 2,300, back to where it used to be before it dropped to 1,007. Right? 2,315 is the 52 weeks high, so it's back to that level. Currently it's trading at 2,306, and usually when the market cannot find Presco because it's gone too high, they now go straight to buying Okomo. And now Okomo is trading quietly at 1,600. So whoever cannot, and then of course because the offers are more, 150,000 versus 68,000 bids, people are looking away. If you want, you can go in for Okomo. Coach, is it a smart idea to sell my ICO on top of my charms? ICO is currently more expensive, so it will fetch you more charms. The question is, do you have the patience to wait for charms? If you do, then it's a smart idea, not bad. Okay? And then, why did you have ICO in the first place? Is it because you wanted an insurance company in your stock portfolio? If so, do you have an alternative insurance stock since you're going to be selling ICO? Right? Sometimes fresh funds could mean sell something that you have and buy another. But at times, you'll be itching. Your fingers will be itchy. Then you just endure. You manage and look away. It can almost feel like you're losing an opportunity. The fact that you want to buy a stock that is not rallying tells me you have that temperament to really, really succeed. So funds will come. All right. Zenith Bank 124, GTCO 134. So once again, GTCO overtakes Zenith and wants to stay above. We watch and see. PZ dropped in the last 2 days to 86, but it's now coming back after closing at 89 yesterday, currently at 91. Keep your comments coming in. Let's go on to YouTube to take more comments right there. Okay, Tales by Eshio says, sir, please, I need your advice. I want to be investing 100K monthly. Which stock should I concentrate on for long term? Which stock to concentrate on? That means you need a stock that does not run too fast and yet has great potentials. I would say go for TIP. Every month 100K, every month 100K. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here. TIP will not only reach 30, we will still be here, and I don't know how soon. Maybe 1 year, 2 years from now, you'll start seeing TIP at 50. I hope you amassed enough TIP when we were buying at single digit before it crossed 10 naira. Even when it was lingering at 15, 17, 19, and 20. Because it's looking like the results is getting close. When you see reactions like this before results are out, first quarter I mean, it could be a sign that a very good result is out there about to be published. Because suddenly, the same TIP that struggles when it touches 21 and goes back down is now doing 27. I'm going on the NGX platform to check and see what it is that they have for us in terms of corporate disclosures at the moment. In case there's any fresh news I can be able to share with us, that's where we pick up real-time information regarding company details. So while we're at that, let's keep taking your comments. I'll get back to that when I see information for you. Coach, please, at what price should I top up UBA? I bought at 53. I've said that before. UBA is at 44. You can bid 44.8. Oh, let me recheck again to confirm current status of UBA. Oh wow. UBA jumps to 45.35. Okay, back in profit, as in gain for the day, from 44.53 to 45.35. So it's currently 45.35, but I think the lowest bidder, if my data is not delayed, the lowest bidder, because I will need to keep refreshing when I come back to this page all the time. So if, okay, 45 naira 35 kobo is the current price for UBA. Though you can actually buy at, I'm seeing bids at 44.65. It's a bit confusing, but go ahead, bid 44.65 and see if you can buy. Currently, 92 million shares bidded for versus 24 million on offer for UBA. So UBA has been touching 45 and coming back, 45 and coming back. Let's see how it goes. And of course, money spent on UBA has moved from 3 billion to 4.3 billion naira right now. 101 million shares traded. And you begin to wonder, billions. Who are those buying and expending billions? You have money machines packing the stocks. This UBA now, 4.3 billion already. They are accumulating. Don't forget the rights issue was 15 naira. Yesterday I shared with us on the Discord group that UBA actually planned to pay dividend in the notice they gave. when they stated that they were waiting for approval from CBN. So it was CBN who insisted that no dividend. So from what we are seeing here, people are accumulating the UBA now. 4.3 billion naira is not from the kind of money that we carry. There are people who are seeing value there. I will stop at that. Okay. Yes, I was trying to check on the NGX website to obtain information, corporate disclosures. So let's see. Sir, good afternoon. I have 300K I want to buy stocks with, but I don't know. I don't know which one to buy. I'm a newbie. Newbies, if you are new, anywhere you are, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM and say, I am new or I'm a beginner. There are steps to follow to get grounded. This is not a hit and run. This is not crypto. It's not Forex. You need a good understanding of how the market works. So you have to settle down and learn a few things. So if I tell you buy this, you don't go and panic tomorrow. Because the tip I would have mentioned for you, for instance, now is flying. This is not when to buy a tip. You need those foundational knowledge and then steps to take. Then join Network Investors Club, all for free, so you can have the investor's mentality and understanding of the market that will now help you to be your own man or your own woman. Because there's a reason why it's a do-it-yourself club. Nobody will force you to buy what you don't want. Nobody will force you to hold what you don't want to hold. You are the CEO of your portfolio. You sell what you want, enjoy your life. We are glad that you can have that boldness. You can have that confidence in your ability to make investment decisions. That's what we wanted to leave everybody with here. Decide what you want. If you want an opinion, you ask for the opinion. You still are in a position to decide against that opinion that you got. An opinion will remain an opinion. You take the final action. All right? Coach, please, what's your take on custodian? I mentioned custodian from around 40. It's now going to 890. Let's see how much custodian is before I know what my take is. Custodian insurance. You know, I told us when it was even trading at 50 that custodian is a 90 naira stock. Well, there you have it. Custodian is at 87. Okay. It becomes difficult for me to now say buy custodian. If you notice, I will keep mentioning a stock until when it jumps, I stop. That I stopped does not mean it's not a good investment anymore, but the chances of maybe a general market slide happening and for any new entrant to get into loss quickly is there. So I slow down talking about it. It does not take away the quality of that stock. For instance, I kept saying buy UBA, buy UBA, buy UBA, buy UBA. From 44, 45, 46, 48, buy UBA. Then it got to 50, 54, buy UBA. I knew that the quality in UBA is there. I mean, the value is there. But nobody knew that they will come out with a zero dividend that will cause the market to panic the way they did. Okay? The real substance behind the stock is still there. Right? So these are the things I avoid when the stocks jump so far from where I started mentioning it. I'm slowing down now on mentioning Vitafoam because after a major jump, there could be a pullback. And if I say still buy Vitafoam, you are getting into trouble. I love the way the market has been ignoring a stock like NASCON. All right, I'll just leave it there for now. Let's move on with your comments. What's your take on Aradel, Coach? Yinye. My take has always been Aradel, fantastic investment, anytime, any day. They'll make you money. Very responsible management who are heavily also invested in the company and will do everything to make it as profitable as possible. They've been making the best decisions long before now. Most people don't know that Aradel is only 1 year old in the stock market, in the NGX. Aradel has been there since in NASD and selling as Niger Delta Petroleum Development Company before they changed. I think they moved from the NGX to NASD and then came back to NASD, something like that. I mean, came back to NGX just last year. Sir, please, I need your advice. I want to invest. Okay, I've responded to that. Coach, good afternoon. Please, where should I put 2 million now? Monio. I also want to see the reason for this is not a hit and run community. The main reason for this community is for you to get enough knowledge and to deepen your investment acumen. I have 2 million now. I have 10 million now. I have 3 million now. Where should I invest? It does not make sense as we speak, because I don't know what your investment goal is. I don't know what your age is. People don't know that your age also matters in the kind of investments and asset classes you put your money. People do not know. People don't know that your risk appetite changes with your age. You don't know. So when you say, I have this, I have that, you are asking for short-term ideas. And I'm not necessarily a short-term person. A lot of times I'll tell you that's why if you bought UBA 50-something and it has dropped to 40-something now, it will only worry you because you're a short-term investor. You need the money fast. Don't bring money that you need immediate soon into the stock market. You are gambling. You can call yourself trader, but get the technical knowledge of technical analysis that will help you pick stocks. If you're investing for long term, have a pattern, because what should I invest now? Before you know, you have loaded your portfolio with 70 stocks. Portfolio value 15 million, 70 stocks. Somebody has 20-something stocks. The portfolio value is 2 million. You are doing social media investing. What is your investment strategy? Some people are dividend oriented. That's why they get mad when the company decides not to pay dividend. So if you are a dividend investor, there are stocks for you. If you are looking for growth, there are stocks for you. So a lot of times, what I tell you is, oh, this one is good to buy based on the fundamentals and the prospects going forward, and the fact the price has not gone too far, or the price is at a comfortable level where if you stay long enough, you make money. So we try to teach you to know these things yourself. Go and join the group and learn. We have a knowledge bank there. Some people come to my DM and be asking for portfolio rebalancing advice. If you want a one-on-one session, 1 hour, you follow the process and enroll, and then you get that one-on-one 1 hour session where we discuss your investment needs, your goals, what is that perfect portfolio design for you, and then you stick to it. You start seeing results. Okay, don't invest with just what should I invest, where should I buy. So when do you sell? I might be talking from a long-term investor's perspective, and you are receiving the information short-term perspective, and then when you get into the market, price comes down, you panic. You see? So understand your criteria and then stick to it. Hi, coach. I have 179. In any case, I've also mentioned various stocks here over and over. I've always done that. Currently, if you have enough patience, a stock like Dangote Sugar is still looking attractive, but you've got to be patient. Then a stock like now UACN is out of hand, you see. And then Unilever and Vitafoam are also running away. So you want to take a look at a stock like PZ to invest that money. Hi, coach. Want to move from Bamboo to Atlas. Please, what should I do? I currently have 10 stocks worth 4 million. I plan on adding 3 million. Which stock? You want to do portfolio rebalancing, 10 stocks worth 3 million. You have overly diversified. So take your time and prune down that stock. Make sure you do not have excess collection of penny stocks. Number of penny stocks you may need may not exceed 3. Sell the rest. Then focus on the strong companies we've been talking over. And that's why the YouTube channel is there for you. Some of you don't even visit the YouTube channel to get information. Sometimes the question you are asking during the live stream that I even miss because there are too many questions to respond to, they have been answered in the live stream. Live stream of even a month ago, live stream of a week ago or a day ago. It's just there. Take advantage of all these things. They are meant to help you, okay? Please, what's your take on Mikio, Efe, Ekakitie? I've said it before. Mikio needs a lot of time now. They are going through a rebuilding process. Only the patients can survive as far as that stock is concerned. Mikio also was angered by in fact, what Mikio went through, UBA didn't see half of it. And yet it's UBA that didn't pay dividend. Mikio rose to 100 and something. I knew it was overvalued by that time. And then to rub insult to injury, they now declared, was it 35 kobo dividend or 65 kobo dividend for a stock selling for 100 plus. And the market punished them. But I've said it here before. Mikio decided to make a very tough decision because they want to expand the business. So they retained a lot of their earnings to inject fresh funds. The same way you are looking for fresh funds, these companies also go for fresh funds. So that's what happened with Mikio. So they are going through a rebuilding process that will take time. The question is, how patient are you to get there? And so you can decide, okay, you use your side eye and be watching Mikio for the moment. But I can tell you, when they finish the rebuilding process, there will be another revival. For now, it will remain where it is because the dividend was poor. And of course, the company needed to expand. Coach, I bought Beta at 489, but currently it's 540 on full bid. What do you advise on topping up now? Favy Bright, go ahead, put your bid and relax. If it goes through, good. If it doesn't, tomorrow is another day. When you find a quality, you stay in there. You keep watching. And there will come a time when maybe a desperate seller will come into the market to sell down. And they sell some to you, no problems. Because you can't kill yourself. You even tried, you bought. And you know, the way it does, like I said, Beta Glass is behaving like how Presco and Aradel used to behave when they were selling under 500. You are putting in the money, it feels heavy, it looks like the stock will not move because it's been there for so long, but you know deep down the quality is something else. So you just keep buying. And then, of course, that offers you a very relaxed atmosphere to keep buying, keep buying, keep buying. Then when the market now realizes you are done. Coach, what's your take on FCMB? I've never trusted FCMB to do anything wonderful. Not because I dislike them or they did anything wrong to me. I've seen the growth trajectory, especially as far as stock price performance is concerned, which is a pointer to how the earnings and the dividend over the years have been handled. And because it hasn't been so impressive, I prefer to go elsewhere instead of FCMB. Good afternoon, Coach. I'm looking at selling my FCMB shares to top up UBA to 50K shares. What's your take on that, Coach? Samuel Kika. That will be one of the most intelligent moves to make. If you hold FCMB and UBA, 100% you have my backing. Sell that FCMB, buy your UBA. But this is just my opinion. So FCMB owners, and lovers. Don't be offended. Coach, I have 100,000 naira right now. I was thinking to top up my Zenith or MTN stock, but don't know what to do. Top up your Zenith. 100,000 will not fetch you as much with MTN selling at 800 versus the Zenith that sells at 120 something. And that 120 something is a pullback. People have forgotten that Zenith actually overtook GTCO. But Zenith pulled back lately after they marked down for the 8 naira plus dividend that they are going to be paying next month. The problem is it was misconstrued to appear as though the crash of UBA, the backlash on UBA is what rubbed off on Zenith. It didn't. It was a markdown from the dividend declared. So Zenith will soon bounce back from that 124 it dropped. It dropped to. Let me see even right now. How much is Zenith Bank as we speak? Okay. Yesterday it closed at 122. Now it's at 124. So that's the situation with Zenith right now. What's your take on VFD Group? Quarter-one result that was just released. By me, I haven't set my eyes on VFD's quarter-one result. Who else is finding it difficult to access NGX corporate disclosure this morning? I've been trying to get in there and repeatedly failed to. Okay? Keep your comments coming in, ladies and gents. Let's keep going. I currently have 300K units of TIP, but I'm still going to 1 million units. When do you think I can top up TIP, considering I bought at 19 and it's now 26? Okay, that's coming from Alabi Abiodun. Okay, Alabi Abiodun. Let's see how much TIP is. He started buying at 19. His entry price or his average cost price is 19. And now TIP is not even at 26. It's at 27.85. Wow. This stock is minting money for a whole lot of us. Imagine a stock you bought 7 naira 50 kobo public offer December. It's now 27 naira. So you have made 20 naira per share on whatever quantity of stocks you bought. If you bought 1 million shares at 7 naira 50 kobo or so for the public offer, I mean the rights issue, you spent 7 million. You have made 20 million on top. They've not allotted yet though. Morning, coach. Please, can I buy NACO or Boa Cement? Between the two, I will go for NACO, because Boa is flying and is now more expensive. NACO is cheaper. And of course, top quality. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's past 1 p.m. Nigerian time. Time to take your calls while still taking your comments alongside. So get set, callers. Let's have our moment together. First caller, Oluwa Feromi. If it's not a mistaken call, grab your microphone and let's have a conversation. If it's a mistaken call, quickly lay off and we'll proceed to take other callers.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you're streaming from?
Yeah, I'm Kizito from the UK.
Kizito from the UK, glad to have you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your guidance this period that the market is having mixed feelings. Yeah, your professionalism is really kicking investors afloat. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I also inquire Sterling Bank
and
Weber Bank. Are they good buys? Weber Bank has been giving like strong bullish signal over like the past few weeks, and Sterling Bank has just been there, but from like the trend is like looking to have a bullish momentum. So I want to know what your take on both banks are.
You are now speaking technical analysis, and are you a trader?
Not in Nigerian stock market, so I do not know much about Nigerian stock market.
Okay. The bullish sentiment you might be spotting in sterling is usually short-lived, doesn't last. And if you are investing long-term, the fundamentals should be a major focus. I have not been impressed with how sterling just keeps dilly-dallying left, right, and center. I don't know if it's the market's lack of confidence in the stock, but it always leaves room to be much desired. I'm not too confident in a stock like sterling. One thing is to have great fundamentals. Another thing is to have market sentiments in your favor. Sterling has not enjoyed a good slice of that.
Okay, then I have one more question. Then seeing the reforms now in the real estate and all that is happening in Nigeria, is there any like mortgage bank or real estate investment that one can buy their stocks?
Intelligent. The problem with our markets is we are very sluggish in reacting. So it will take time before the real estate investment trust stocks kick in with the benefits. Well, for us who are forward thinking, from last year we started piling in on UPDC REIT and most recently UHome REIT. Those two are real estate investment trusts that will benefit from the real estate sector reform. Then, of course, NREIT and NIDF are the other infrastructure stocks that you can add in taking position for this opportunity.
So UPDC and UHomes.
Please don't make the mistakes that many have made. There is UPDC. There is UPDC REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust. There's also UHomes REIT, and then, like I said, NREIF and NIDF.
Okay, NREIF, NIDF, and UPDC REIF.
Yes.
Thank you very much. How about Wema Bank? Do you have anything on Wema?
I would rather go for Wema. Unfortunately, Wema just rose a lot. So if you want to buy Wema, don't jump in immediately. Wait for it to pull back under 30. Because it made a quick run above 30 and has managed to hang in there. But I know it will be pushed back very soon. Because holders of Wema sometimes can be very trigger happy. Every time it achieves a new milestone, it flies away. It actually pulls back seriously. So you want to, I trust Wema's capabilities. They've proven over time that they are ready for the competition and they can really compete very well. So that was what informed their movement actually. From December, they were about 18 naira and now it's at 34. I'm happy for one person who bought 1 million shares at 18 naira per share in December, because that guy is 18 million, is now worth 34 million. And I remember he was buying for long term. So if you want Wema, good and sound, just wait for a pullback under 30 and then you strike.
Thank you very much, Coach. I really appreciate the time with you.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gents, keep the comments coming in while we still take your calls, okay? Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Coach.
Your name and where you're streaming from?
Okay, this is Nafisat. I'm streaming from Lagos.
Alhaja Nafisat is in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your pen. Get set. She wants to deposit. We're glad to have you, madam.
I want to thank you so much for all you do, sir. And we pray that may God continue being with you, and we that we are believing in you will continue believing in you, because you are doing a whole lot to us. May Almighty God bless bless you and bless all of us.
Amen. Thank you very much. Coming from my birthday yesterday, it's been amazing, the kind of love I've received from you people.
I'm not online. I don't know. I didn't know that. I've not been the one on the Discord for some time now, so I don't know what the current.
Alhaja, don't worry, we understand. You are always Amen.
To come and more money in your bank account.
Amen.
Portfolio.
Amen. Don't worry, we understand your absence. We know you're always in and out of Saudi Arabia, so no issues. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to ask about TIP. I don't know if they have done their allotment because I think this is taking too long. And their dividend, are they going to pay those people that, including the right issue, or they are not going to include it? I don't know, because right now I've not seen my own allotment now. I don't know if it has been allotted and maybe there's a glitch somewhere about my own. I don't know. So I just want to ask.
Okay, tip allotment has not been done. The last thing I saw was last week, they personally on their social media handle on Twitter indicated that they were waiting for regulatory approval and admission of the excess shares. Now, let me explain it very well. It's taking too long, obviously, but the reasons could be this. I like to be very critical in my reasoning. You know, they did a hybrid offer, public offer and rights issue. And along the line, TIP was oversubscribed. They now decided to seek permission to collect beyond the initial offer based on the oversubscription, to the extent they decided that if the rights issue, excess application for the rights issue could be assigned as fresh shares instead of rejected and money returned. So they got that permission. Now that would mean the process is lengthening again because it was no longer straightforward. They gave out 1 billion shares and the 1 billion shares were applied for, and now they have to return anything extra. That would have been a much more straightforward process. In this case now, beyond the excess that they had to first go through a process of approval to still take more than what they offered. They got that approval. Now it is time. They have done what they needed to do. The excess admission and what they want have been sorted. Based on what they have accepted to take as excess and everything, they are now pending approval of the of SEC and the NGX to say, okay, go ahead. That's only when they can allot. So that allotment has not happened. And that's why we are all just waiting. So we don't even know whether the dividends declared will be inclusive of these ones. You know? So that's where we are.
Okay. Then thank you for the answer. Then I want to ask about I saw the dividend and I saw 1 for 7. I did not really understand that. I don't know if you can explain that to me. I didn't understand it. Then the next question, so that I won't keep other people who come on and ask their own questions too. So I don't know, chance, the back and forth. I don't know. I'm not being panic anyway because I know there are some stuff that I even hold like 3 years. And I did not, at the end of the day, it pays. But I don't know, is there anything you need to let us know about chance? It's really going back and forth. I don't understand it. So,
well,
thank you.
It's let me start from the CHAMS question. The CHAMS syndrome is the penny stock syndrome. They are very fickle. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until they muster the courage to climb above this penny stock range and start doing double digits. So I don't know any other thing apart from all pennies are under that struggle now because attention has been focused on big ones. And during this time, some pennies suffer because holders of penny will go and sell a lot of those pennies at whatever price just to raise money to take position in the strong ones. So outside that, no other information that I have. The other one, what was the other question before this last one?
Tip 1 for 7.
Have you received your tip dividend?
No, not yet.
So I don't understand. Where did you see 1 for 7?
Actually, it was on a group. I saw it. I saw they posted a list of dividend paid stock and their dates, the qualification date and the payment date. So I saw something like 1 for 7 in front of tip. So I didn't understand what it means.
Don't worry. There's nothing like 1 for 7 with tip. I think it's an error. Maybe the person was trying to indicate the bonus declared by NACO, which was a 1 for 7 bonus. So maybe in the process of typing, something happened and it shifted to where tip is. This is why we need to keep verifying. No matter what group you are, even in our group, we want to keep verifying things because nobody is above mistakes.
Okay, the 1 for 7 is NACO. And what does it mean? I don't really understand.
Oh, okay. 1 for 7 is a bonus. NACO declared 1 for 7 bonus, meaning for every 7 NACO you have, they give you 1 free.
Okay.
Similar to what VFD did, they did 5 for 1. For every 1 you have, they give you 5.
Wow.
Similar to what NGS Group did, they just announced 1 for 3. For every 3 you have, they give you 1 bonus.
Let Chance come and do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, this is the Alaja that bought tip at 1 naira 88 kobo. Tip. This is your tip. She's still holding 1 naira 88 kobo. At 1 naira, I repeat, 1 naira 88 kobo. She bought tip. It is at 27 naira today. She held when tip jumped to 4 naira and then to 7 naira. Came back down from 7 to 4 naira. She held. Today is at 27. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you. Have a great day, sir.
And you too. Bye. Some people have cooked themselves up in this thing, developed muscle. You are hearing her talking about charms. She didn't buy charms 3 naira or 4 naira. She bought charms 1 naira something or 2 naira. You get the point. If you don't have the stomach to wait, forget it. You can't make the kind of money that some people have made in this market. And you need it. That's why you have a community like this to help you stay. Nothing is, stop being afraid. This is my 28th year in the stock market. It's not for qualification. It's not paper qualification. It's not certificate. We want to use it to make money. That's why we're here. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Dave Princewell. This call is more of an appreciation to you. I have been in this stock share trading before 2008-9 and suffered massively some losses. So I was put off for this long. I've not looked that way since then. I usually trade in balance fund, money market fund until I came across your live sessions. Attended a few before I now, just this week on Monday, I bought some UPA 1 million units and Access 1.1 million units. I entered UPA at 49.50 and Access 28.2. I've made some losses now, but the mindset I have now with your help, what what I've seen in your live videos is such that I'm really, really positive this time around. I still have some money to put in, but that will be later. I think I'll be communicating with you of the live stuff to see where to put the next money. But I am saying big thank you for giving me confidence again in stock trading.
Thank you very much, Dave. You are in the market in an era we all wished we experienced way back. And all we can do now is to maximize this moment. The Nigerian market is experiencing a revolutionary change, and it's obvious for all to see that there is a whole lot more coming as far as the growth of the market and the growth of investors who stay invested in it. I'll be looking forward to that meeting with you. I will be so excited to set you up in a way you will never ever regret it. That 49 naira you bought UBA, relax, watch and see what happens. I don't make noise, but a year from now, you'll be glad you did. How I wish it was just now, and this is 2 days ago that you bought that. How I wish you just came in about now when the stock is trying to rebound from that rejection it got above 50. But you know what? Even in a matter of days or weeks, you'll be back in profit in this same stock.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much, sir.
And happy birthday.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Cheers.
So the final thing is
Okay.
to communicate with you via messages on this platform. I'm a new person. I'm not a computer guru. It's safe, I guess, because I sense when I tried on YouTube, I saw someone behave like they were you, and from what the messages I read, I just discontinued. I knew it wasn't you.
Nice one.
And
Smart.
So I went to this, what do you call it? To be part of the
Discord group.
Yeah. So I am hoping that you advised me to disable about 3 things that were enabled initially, and because hackers can come through there. I guess it was you communicating with me that.
No, I've never communicated with you. So that was a scammer.
Great.
So
how
what?
do I know exactly to get to communicate with you with confidence? Because I introduced myself there and said I'm a newbie, and they then presented as if they were you and said they were going to take me through blah 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 to get something sent to me to click to register for something in broker. Thank God. I
Please.
suspected it. So I wanted to chat with you, phone call, and they were saying they gave me they asked me to give them a time. I said 7 o'clock yesterday evening, and when I called, they didn't pick, and eventually said they were busy. You know, today is my birthday. Let's keep it for another day.
Wow.
I kept suspecting, and so I didn't do anything that they asked me to do. How do I directly communicate with you? I don't know.
Okay. What you will do after now? Are you on Instagram?
Yes.
You will see the link on my bio. The link tree on my TikTok bio now, where you're calling from. Tap on that link tree, you will see the Instagram icon. Tap on it to bring you straight to my Instagram account. There are fake people all over the place using my display pictures to deceive people. But if you follow that link now, you can come straight to my Instagram DM and drop the message there saying you are Daye Prince Will, who spoke with me earlier during the live stream. We'll take it up from there.
All right. Thank you.
That's where we can also exchange numbers.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thank you for being that smart and just saving your head most of the issues. I know you are smart enough to know that you can't be doing something like that and then pay money into a private account, because that's the dumbness of the people doing this. After telling you to download an app and saying they will show you how they do it, they will now send you a private account, Palm Pay, to make payment with someone's name. I don't know how people still go ahead to make payment into a private account. I am the one talking to you here. I don't give you my private account to invest in the name of investing in stocks through a stockbroker. So I don't know how they get around this and still take money from people. So everyone listening to this is information for your safety. This is the reason why I don't follow you back. Because if I follow you back, they will come into your DM and then you will think I'm the one. I will not DM you first. Anybody who comes into any of your DMs first using my face is a thief. Please run. Thank you, sir.
You know what I planned? As I saw your name, I know where you're from, and I am from that place. So I wanted to use our dialect during the call to catch them. They didn't do that.
Exactly. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
A lot others must have learned from your experience now. Thank you.
All right.
Cheers. Bye. People, please listen very well. I don't know how people do this. You have sense to put data in the phone, to communicate with people, and all of those things. You are in the midst of where we are making clean, legitimate money through, I would say, like I said, regulated sectors of the economy. We are all being regulated when we invest in these sectors. And then you can't learn and do it legitimately. You are still going to dupe people. You are of all men most miserable because you don't know what you are doing to your own self and the generations after you. People are looking for how to grow their hard-earned money. You come, deceive them, and take the money, and you think you can enjoy it. You are a disgrace to mankind. This is how you mess up the reputations of innocent Nigerians. You carry this thing and go out and do it to strangers, and then Nigerians will be bearing the mess whenever they travel. You are heaping curses on yourself and the generations after you. You don't know. You think you are stealing people's money. They are looking for how to grow their money. You are in the midst of where people are growing money. Your focus is to collect from people. What other devil can you be promoted to? Accord? Huh? It gets me very upset. I will just move on now. Thank you very much, Daye Prince Will. I've repeatedly said this over and over. We've reported all these accounts and all these things, flagged it, blocked everything. It doesn't work. See somebody, see criminal say he's celebrating his birthday. Me, who had the birthday, didn't celebrate nothing. I was in the office throughout and then went home and enjoyed with my family. They made me happy, did cooked things, gave me gifts. That was how the birthday went. After I was done in the office. And somebody's there claiming, impersonating to that extent. So you are smart enough to know that I will be celebrating birthday. So you are telling people who think you are, in fact. The intelligence is so upside down. They use the brain they have. Oh my God. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hello, Coach. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear. Tell us your name and where you're streaming from, please.
I'm Jenny. I'm streaming from Jenny.
She can't hold it.
I know you were going to now, so I just started laughing.
Oh my God, the dumbness is something else. Yes, please, Jenny.
I'm Jenny, and I'm streaming from Germany.
Jenny from Germany. Aha.
Yeah.
What a rhyme.
Thank you, sir.
So go ahead.
So I have a lot of questions today, but first I just want to say thank you so much And I was the one that dropped a comment on your page. I said I bought there at 650, which is about 6.5 million. And at that time, 2 weeks ago, it has given me about, I think, 15 million or 6 million thereabout.
Awesome.
But yeah, but currently I'm doing 200.3%.
Wow.
And I'm so grateful.
Amazing.
So my question is, I have few stocks and I have fresh funds and I don't know where to allocate them to. My stocks are Dank Smiths. I have about 38,000 units. I have 10,000 units. I have MTN, 15,000 units. I have NACO, 12,000 units. I have UPDC rates, 200,000 units. And tips, I started buying last week or last 2 weeks on the 15th of April this very month, and I have about 170,000 units. Currently I have about 10 million naira and I don't know where to allocate them. I don't have any banks. I used to have, but something came up, I sold them. So I don't know if I want to go into banks for now or just top up my tip. What do you advise, sir?
How many tip do you have?
I have just 170,000.
What's your average entry price?
1939.
How many stocks do you have in your portfolio?
Altogether, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks.
Portfolio value?
I think, okay, I'll just go to check.
I think you can deploy that fresh funds to buy PZ.
Okay, PZ.
Accumulate. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. And
oh my, I thought she was done. Sorry about that. Okay, I will take some of your comments while we wait for the next connection. Hello, coach. I have 179,000 units of Charms, 27K units of Cutix, and 83 Okumo oil. Charms and Okumo run at a loss. So low. Please advise on which to top, or should I go for a new stock? Don't go for a new stock. Enameti Efyong. Just 83 Okumo is not enough. Go in there, buy more Okumo for yourself. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
I'm very excited to be on the line.
Oh, wow.
I've been seeing your videos, so I just started thinking about joining.
Sorry, tell us your name and where you are streaming from.
Okay, my name is Diamond. I'm streaming from Lagos, Nigeria.
Diamond from Lagos, Nigeria. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just noticed that so many things that I've missed in the past because I've heard so many stock which the price have gone up to date. So I just decided to start today. I have ₦1 million and I've seen some of your videos on YouTube about trading and stock markets. So I just want to decide today. I want to start trading stock today. So I have ₦1 million to start.
Okay, have you joined the Net Worth Investors Club?
Yeah, I've joined it.
Okay. Did you watch the beginner guide video?
No, I watched it on YouTube, yeah.
Beautiful. So at least your knowledge base is a bit there as far as foundation is concerned. Where to invest 1 million. Let's see. What is your investment goal? Long-term wealth, or you are looking at just trading?
I think I will stand in between.
Okay, if you will stand in between, you will first cement your position in the best available stocks. Create a kind of presence before you start looking for what to trade. Hold on a bit. Let's see. Are you on a regular income?
Yeah.
All right.
I can top up to 500 monthly.
Fantastic.
1 million.
Fantastic. Just give me a moment. You should not miss this PZ before it climbs to 100. Oh, wow, 94. Well, we're going long term, so PZ 1.
Okay.
Just buy PZ with that money.
All on PZ?
All in PZ, yes.
Because you have been talking a lot about UBA. I was thinking that UBA has more opportunity for price to go up.
Wow, I love that confidence. I wanted to mention UBA, but I also wanted you to secure a PZ quickly.
Okay.
So this is what you can do.
Okay.
I've already confirmed you are putting in 500 monthly.
Yeah, 1 million.
Beautiful. Split this one amongst the two. When next there's cash flow again, you split into the two again. Just accumulate the two. And truly speaking, the two of them will run. So you have to go for the two now.
Okay, but sir, can you just, I prefer just going for one with this amount at first. This is my first try. I want to go for one. Because if I go for the two, according to what you said now, I think
You'll be diversifying, right?
one will do it and the other will not.
Then go for the UBA. And hope that the next cash flow, PZ would have pulled back a bit from that 90, 94 it is now. It could just come back down to 89, 90. The month is already ended. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
All right. A lot is going on here, ladies and gents. Okay. Keep the comments coming in, coach. I have 25 million to invest in one stock for the long term. Please advise me. Hosseini Hendricks. 25 million in one stock. We're discussing the likes of Aradel, MTN. You can pick from any of them. Even Beta Glass. A lot of money is being staked in Beta Glass. Where are all these beats coming from suddenly? 400,000 beats for Beta Glass, 0 offers. Okay. Go on to the next call. So much money is coming into the markets. The big guns are still flying. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, coach.
Your name and where you're streaming from, sir?
Yeah, my name is Ekunda, streaming from United States of America.
Ekundayo from the US. Thank you for joining. Go ahead.
Thank you, coach, for all you do. I just want to really, really appreciate you. Sincerely, you know what you're doing for people. You don't know it now. You might know it later.
Okay.
You are doing a wonderful and a great job.
Thank you.
Before I came across your page, I mean, I used to buy stuff, but I just buy them in bits, bit and bit. But since I came across your page, and I've been trying to follow your steps and accumulate more. Because I mean, I bought some stuff around 3 years ago, like Waco, I bought Waco for like 44.
Wow.
MTN for like 100 and something, like 2 years ago. But I didn't accumulate enough. So I had to sell some off to rebalance my portfolio. But what I want to say is that you are doing a wonderful job. That you don't even know the impact you're having in people now. You don't know. They say you don't know. So I want to appreciate you for all you do, and I pray that God bless you more.
Thank you. Amen. Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Have you heard an investor speak? He bought MTN 3 years ago. He bought WAPCO 3 years ago. 40 something naira per share. That's the WAPCO people are lining up to buy 300 and something naira per share. And people will say, oh, 3 years is far. Is it far? 3 years is far because you think it is far. But you forget that COVID just looks like yesterday. It's already 6 years ago. 6 solid years. WAPCO at 40 something, now 300 plus. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Coach.
Your name and where you're streaming from?
Shadrach from Lagos.
Shadrach, thank you for joining. Please tell us your name and where you're streaming from.
Shadrach from Lagos, sir.
Okay, Shadrach. Thank you. Go ahead.
Firstly, I want to say happy birthday, Naira, sir.
Thank you very much.
And like the last caller just said, Coach, you are doing a very good job, and I really appreciate everything. The impacts, I started following you beginning of March.
Okay.
And I was saying my only regret is that I wish I knew you sooner. But regardless, I'm very grateful because I'm learning a lot. So, Coach, I have a question. Right now, because I think I called on Monday, I wanted to know when the best time to buy more UBA, and you said we should wait till Wednesday.
This is the time. Wednesday is here. Time to buy more. It's time.
Okay. So right now I have ₦1 million, so I'm thinking, I was thinking about putting 500K in UBA and then buy more chance because my average price for chance is 4 naira.
Okay.
I'm seeing it at 3 naira. So I was thinking, should I pull all the 1 million in UBA, 500 in chance, to bring my average price for chance down?
Best move, sink in everything in UBA now. You can come back to chance and average down any other time.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I'll try to take some more comments. Is UBA good to buy for a short term? Tombra, short term is something that has wounded some people, and you don't want to do short term. I normally will not say short term. Good afternoon, Coach. With 800K, should I top up RDL at current price or top up NGS Group at current price? Oh, NGS Group is at that point where you can go in without fear of any confusion. You know, all eyes are elsewhere. You can actually get into NGX now. But NGX Group has even jumped back up to 164. I saw it at 150. You see how quickly things change. But the offers are still more, 3.4 million versus 1.7 million. I know those people waiting for their bonuses would have gone there now to try to sell off a lot and get into some of these other flying stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget I told you the other day about Julius Berger. It's making some signs. May just be about to leave 200 naira for good forever, because it's dilly-dallied around 288 for a while now, even though I first mentioned it at 150 something. You don't have to buy everything. So that you don't buy everything I say. I'm only saying this from time to time for fresh opportunities that may be there, but you need a lot of money to do this. Julius Berger may just be about to get out of the 200 naira range above 300 naira. We'll go on to take more calls. While we're waiting to connect, Johnny Pio says, hello, Coach. What's the news on Fidelity Bank full year results? I haven't seen their full year results. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Coach. Good afternoon.
Your name and where you're streaming from, sir?
Yeah, my name is Don. I'm speaking from Malaysia.
Don from Malaysia. Thank you for joining. Please proceed.
Yeah, Coach, I want to appreciate you for all your work regarding this talk.
Thank you.
Actually, I've been into this life, I think, since 3 years now. Been following you. I bought a Waco at 44 naira.
3 years. 3 years. Wow.
Yeah.
You deserve a round of applause. Give us breakdown, full details, sir.
Yeah, and I didn't buy much anyway because I asked you that time. You said I should buy instead of buying the Boa Smith or the other one, or Dangote Smith.
That time, how much was Boa Cement?
I think it was still above a little Waco. I cannot remember.
Boa Cement was around 50 naira at that time.
Yes, you are correct. So then this year I sold my Waco at 130 something. I'm regretting now why I sold it because now I'm thinking if I need to buy now or just buy another stock to replace it.
Wow. It's hard to buy now, man. Let's wait and hope to see if there's any decline. Now, this is the natural behavior of WAPCO. It will boom up, boom, and then come back down.
Actually, early January it was just flying. Then it was going down from 150, 160 to 130. So I just sold off, so I will not lose much. But now I'm actually regretting why I set it up because now I'm thinking of buying.
Double the price you sold. So the person who bought from you has made 100%. Goodness gracious.
What do you think about Nacho?
You know what you would do?
You know what? Yeah.
Use your present annoyance and buy NASCON.
Okay, yeah, I also have NASCON too. I bought NASCON at
30
something like that. Then it was always going down. Well, I just hold on. I top up last time when you said we should wait. NASCON and Dangote Sugar, I still hold those ones.
During the...
I was also about to ask if I should just top up that. Yes, I'm also thinking about that.
That was when they wanted to do a merger, right?
Yeah, it was going down every time.
Okay. I think if you don't have sufficient quantity,
I don't have it much. I think I have about 1,000 plus.
Take position there.
Okay. What about Dangote Sugar?
That's one of the safest stocks to buy now.
Okay, Dangote Sugar, NASCON. I also messaged you regarding VDRF group.
VFD group.
Alex and this other one,
Beja Paints.
What do you think about the stock?
Well, Beja Paints has gone very far, but we still go further because
I think I see it's something or 50 something now.
Well, Beja Paints is doing 74 now. So what you would do, we've concluded what to do since WAPCO has run almost out of reach. But this WAPCO can even eventually touch 500 next year. But not without a pullback. In case anybody is interested in WAPCO, it normally will pull back a little bit. It doesn't move on a straight line. So you can decide what to do. But going forward, there are still, that's the beauty of the Nigerian market. The stock market will always come with opportunities from time to time. Current opportunities are the likes of the Vitaforms, Unilevers, UACNs, Better Glass, and all that. In case the bigger guns have run away, these are the next sets to fly, and they are beginning to jump. Julius Berger is about to start running above 300. So look again for these other ones that are not up to 200 yet. But that's where most of them will be going.
Well, you've been mentioning of this what's it called? This one has almost 500 today. I cannot remember the name.
Bitter Glass.
Yeah, Bitter Glass.
It's over 500 now.
So is it still okay to buy? Because I'll be expecting some funds 1st of May, so I don't know if I can buy like 500 or 1 million.
If you see it,
I mean,
just buy.
500,000 to 1 million.
You already have the quality of an investor. If you see it, buy. Thank you.
I think I will deploy like 1,500,000.
You are the CEO of your portfolio. Just do what you want.
Okay, thank you very
Thank you.
much. I appreciate your work, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here minting money. Let me tell you, I have a knowing that there are hundreds of people who are making money through what we are doing here, but have never spoken about it. I have a knowing. I am aware. I don't know them, but I'm aware. They are hearing me now. They are across the continents of the world. That's what I was sent to do. So this is not to make you feel guilty. I was sent to meet you, all of you, so we make money together. Catch this thing. We have been given this gift that money cannot buy, called life. Take the ideas here. Go and make money for yourself. Nobody's coming to save you tomorrow. Make the most. Stop jumping up and down. This guy bought WAPCO 46. He must have seen WAPCO. You see that WAPCO, it can frustrate your life. Now WAPCO is jumping. You buy WAPCO 150, you buy WAPCO 200, it jumped to 300. It was never so. It is sweet now. That guy must have seen that WAPCO from the 46. He came back down to 30 something, stayed there 35 till he dallied. I bought my first WAPCO at 12 naira. So I know the behavior. It's just most recently, it's just jumping up and down. WAPCO doesn't run like that. But you see, if you just stay patient, 3 years will pass like yesterday. I've said it before. Be wise. Don't buy and then hold and hold and hold and then offload for somebody to just come and collect 100%. As patient as he was, it has happened to him in this same WAPCO. He held WAPCO, he got to 160 something, then came back down to 150 and then 130 something. He got frustrated, sold. Immediately he sold. Under 2 months, from 150 something, 130 something he sold perhaps. It is doing 300 plus. Don't hold for somebody else to come and. Nobody will come and reap where you have sown. Be the one to reap from what you sowed. No one should come and harvest what you planted. Please tell yourself these things. Okay? It is unfair that you will hold through the problems and then suddenly just jump out and then somebody will come and harvest. For what? That's why I'm here. Okay? All right. Let's keep going. Coach, is Dangote Refinery IPO a good one for the long term? Say 8 years. Of course. We just want to see the valuation. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Coach.
Your name and where you're streaming from, sir?
My name is Joshua. I'm streaming from the UK.
Hello, Josh. Go ahead. Tell us.
Yeah, Coach. I just want to say thank you for so much you've done for us. I really appreciate it. I've been following you since last year. And I'm really, really glad that my portfolio has increased to this extent. Honestly,
Fantastic.
It's been a blessing to be here. I just want to say thank you very much.
Wonderful.
So, Coach, I just have 2 questions for you. Number 1 question is, Coach, I've listed about 5 stocks which you've mentioned, and I just want to know your take. I have about 200K to invest on it monthly. I have stocks that you mentioned like Bitter Glass, Tips, Vitaphone, MTM, and PZ. Now, Coach, which will you advise I go full-time without 200K for a monthly basis?
Very tough call. Very tough call. Very, very tough call. Now, this type of strategy will only be most beneficial if you invest in a stock that will give you the time to keep coming back and topping up. That means the one that won't balloon away and make it more difficult for you. And can you run me through them again?
Bitter glass, tea, Vitafoam, XM, and PZ.
All of the rest will run away before you do maybe 6 months, except for tip that can give you a chance to keep coming back to top up substantially. So tip for me. But if you have bulk cash, then you can go for the big guns like the MTNs and the bitter glasses. For now, with that approach, you go with tips. Tip will keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but over the long stretch, boom. So you would have been able to accumulate enough before it disappears out of sight.
Okay, Coach. Coach, my second question is this. As I said, I've been following you since last year now. Coach, please, I want to know your take on QTICs. Because I have QTICs on my portfolio. It looks as if it's going up, dropping down, and every other thing. What do you suggest? Should I sell QTICs or should I still leave it?
If you want to sell any penny stock, this is not the time to sell.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, it's more like a marathon. I mean, a relay race between penny stocks versus the blue chips. The blue chips are now running, the pennies will suffer. After these blue chips will not run forever, apart from any other one that may be trying to do a solo run. They will all eventually stop running the way they are doing now. The pennies will take over. So if you want to discard, this is not the time. You wait for when they rally, and if you like, you offload.
Okay. Thank you very much, because I really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Please, no one should fall for a scammer. You want to join Network Investors Club, is free. I will not tell you to go and download an app I did not tell you in the open. I tell you everything in the open. You join Network Investors Club. You are at liberty to choose what stockbroker you want. If you want, I recommend the one I use. That's how we've been working here. Do not be deceived by anybody who comes into your DM with my DP to start telling you to download something where they will now send you an account to pay money in. I beg you, you are too wise to be messed up like that, because these people are so foolish and dumb that they will now give you private account to put money into. Local name, typical Nigerian local name with Palm Pay as the bank. Please be safe. I will not DM you first. In Network Investors Club, it is not investment club. So nobody's coming to say, bring money, let's invest for you. Our decision to make it a do-it-yourself club is for your protection. Whatever lessons you learn, ideas and analysis you get, take it, now invest in your own account. Neat. All of these decisions are meant to protect you from these criminals. That's why I also don't follow you back, so you don't get deceived into thinking I'm the one coming to chat with you. I will only respond to your chat because you chatted me first. Please get this. I need your safety and protection more than anything else. We are all here to grow the monies that we have, not to lose it. So be very, very alert. Please be vigilant and be quick to report any fake account. Okay? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, it's 2 p.m. already. 2 hours is already done, and I hope you got something from today's live stream. For those in Canada and the US, and those who are working in Nigeria or any part of the world and couldn't be a full part of this session, the video is available on my YouTube channel. So if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go and subscribe so you can, at your own leisure time, take notes, listen to the video, and execute tomorrow. Most of these live streams are still very relevant 1 month after we record them. So go on, feed on it, and grow money. We are a movement. Your ESCO are doing something fantastic. You will soon hear about it. Our first ever physical live stream, a decision has been made. It's going to be in Lagos, December this year. It's called the Wealth Algorithm. We will physically meet. Members of the Network Investors Club will be flying from everywhere across the world, assemble in Lagos, meet ourselves, and have a great business and investment summit. You have no idea what is coming. Net Worth Investors Club is a wealth movement. We are not just a social media or online community. We are real and we are here to stay for life. And you cannot be here and still struggle financially. Thank you so very much. Apologies to those whose calls I could not take. And of course, whose comments I couldn't take because of time. Hopefully we do it again. The global live stream continues on Friday. It's always Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Keep sharing, keep liking, and let's do it again. Congratulations, everyone, and have a wonderful day. See you again Friday, 12 noon Nigerian time. Until then,